What is up, Gear Squad? Chaingear here, bringing you another video, and today we are talking about some games.
What?
We're talking about games.
It's like we're a video game channel or something. Like
talking about games that we really wanted to play in 2016. Yeah. But we just didn't have the chance.
Nope.
Now, if you guys haven't seen them already, we've got two other videos out. One, which came out a little bit late, was our top 10 games of 2016.
Yes.
I'm not going to spoil them here. Then we had another one, which was honorable mentions, kind of runner-ups.
Yes.
Games that like we definitely liked or, we thought should have had a place, in, I don't know, maybe like best art or something like that. Yes. We have a video on that. We're probably going to cut up some of those things, so if it's a little bit too long for you guys to watch or listen to, you definitely don't have to watch it, then that's okay. We're going to go ahead and kind of split it up for like our top 3, because that was pretty long. Maybe our top 5, so you guys can just check out, because we actually talked about them at length. Yeah. But this video right here is all about games that we missed. We didn't get to play in 2016.
Real quick. Yeah. There's so many videos. With so many games.
That's true.
So you don't have to watch the whole thing, but you should listen to the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to know when these videos came out, what should they do? 100% what should they do? Well,
right next to the subscribe button, which if you haven't already clicked, you should definitely click.
Yes.
On the right of it, you'll see a little bell.
Little bell.
Click that. And that'll allow you to get notifications anytime a new video arises here on Chaingear Gaming. And this is a GearCast episode. So if you're interested in GearCast, if you're interested in seeing a review from Peaches, or if you're interested in seeing a stream, maybe, which we'll be doing some streams soon, if there haven't already been some, definitely make sure you click that notification button.
Yes.
But today we're going to talk about some of our games that we really, really wanted to play, so we don't have them now, or at least we didn't get a chance to play them. And there's
too many games.
Yeah, there's about 8 to 10 each that we have, and we're just going to kind of talk about them. They're not in order, but they're games that maybe you guys have played. Maybe a lot of people have said they've given them really high ratings and stuff like that. So, Peaches, why don't you start with one of the games you were really excited for 2016, but you just didn't get a chance. Maybe we'll get a chance in 2017.
Well, let me look at my handy-dandy notebook. We'll start at the beginning of the year, okay?
Okay.
With my number 10.
All right, okay.
Far Cry Primal.
Oh.
I love Far Cry. Did you know that?
I think I had an idea.
I really love Far Cry.
Okay.
You've been watching me play Titanfall for the past few hours.
I have.
And you've seen the way that I play games. In Far Cry, I love experimenting, I love running and gunning, and I love just being an idiot and just having fun and having different sorts of tool sets to play around with my shooters. So Far Cry, having a big open world for me to do that in is just perfect for me. But the thing is, I felt the perfect amount of open world fatigue when Far Cry Primal came out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do it. And also, I was just really salty with Ubisoft. And I was just like, I just don't want to give you money right now, Ubisoft. I don't. But people say it's a good game.
Yeah.
Just good.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel bad that I missed it. And I know it's gonna, when it hits maybe the $20 mark.
15, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which I have no doubt is maybe $15, $20 at GameStop or something.
Yeah, I mean, I see it on sale quite often. If you guys get a chance, we talked a lot about sales in some of our other videos, but the video came out a little bit late. But right now, where it's the 27th, and it's the final week of sales for the PlayStation holiday sales.
I haven't checked it yet.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out already, Far Cry Primal was on sale a couple times. Games that have Ultimate Editions are usually on sale. So I believe Watch Dogs 2 is $32, and it's Gold Edition. So something to maybe think about. But yeah, Far Cry Primal, good choice. I played through Far Cry 3. And didn't beat it because the PS4 was already out. And I was like, all right, this is fun. And then I played through Far Cry 4. And I like it. I actually just re-downloaded it. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely is so much more of a your kind of game.
Yeah.
Where you just run out and just do whatever and everything. And for me, it was just overwhelming how much you could do. And then even when I just tried to finally play the game, it wouldn't let me. it was like side mission, more stuff to do.
Right.
And I hate that because I feel like I need to stop every 5 seconds and do it.
Right.
But I can totally see you.
You need these things checked off the map.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I need to have a list and let me just get through it. Metal Gear Solid 5, perfect example. Let me just get through it and just do it. But Far Cry Primal, good choice.
Very safe choice, I would say.
Yeah, did you guys play Far Cry Primal? If you did, let us know in the comment section below. Let us know if you guys liked it. Was it one of your favorite games of 2016? If so, let us know. All right, my turn.
Yes.
My turn. A game that I really wish I could have played in 2016. This is an interesting one, and I think you probably were interested in playing it as well. It came out fairly recently. I grew up on games like this. Games like Harvest Moon. I don't know if you guys have ever played Harvest Moon before, but it's like it's like a farming simulator. But not a farming simulator like Farming Simulator 2016 or 2017.
Holy crap, I forgot that was a running joke for like 5 months.
That's right, you messed up. But this game is called Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, and it's basically a reimagineering, if you will. Or
that's what the Disney people call it, reimagineering.
They do. Or a spiritual successor to Harvest Moon. It's called Stardew Valley. It's not made by the people that created Harvest Moon or anything like that. But it's just a really intense Harvest Moon style game. I don't know too much about it. I know you played it, and I just know that I've always wanted to kind of jump back into that. Something where I can just manage. Something where I can hop in, manage, feel good about it. And I haven't really had a game like that. The reason I didn't buy this game is mainly because I just don't have time. Stardew Valley isn't a game you just go out and beat. Stardew Valley is a game that you invest in. Yeah.
And it's a time sink with not exactly an end in sight. Because it's a game, like I had it on my Surface for a little while. And then when I found out it was coming to PS4, delete. Because I was like, I'm not getting trophies, so who cares? So my big, beautiful farm that I invested like dozens of hours in, boop, that easy. Yeah. Because trophies, if you have a loved one with trophy addiction, encourage it. Make them play more games.
No.
They're not allowed to enjoy video games.
No, don't tell them to turn off the trophies. Actually, if you have a loved one that is about to get into gaming, turn off the trophies. Don't even let them know about them.
I should probably text Morgan. One of my partners actually just got a PS4.
There you go.
With The Last Guardian. Okay. But, so with Stardew Valley, I really would advise you to not get it yet. It would be really tempting because it's $15 right now, but with all the backlist of what you
yeah.
It's such an obvious thing to say, but if you want like a great, cheap time sink, it's a great
Stardew Valley.
It's not on Vita, though, which I'm surprised at.
Well, Stardew Valley might get it in 2016 when there's a bit of a drought, probably, or 2017. Oh, weird. But we'll see. So what's next on your list? What else did you miss in 2016?
Another indie game.
Okay.
Called Abzu.
Abzu.
Is there gameplay going on right now?
Hopefully.
Ocean.
Maybe.
So Journey is one of those games I still haven't finished yet because I keep trying to invest hour slots for me to just play through the whole game, but I keep forgetting about it.
Sure.
So Abzu, it was made by not the same people, but some people that used to be on the same team.
From That Game Company, yeah. It's not created by That Game Company, which is an indie studio, or at least second party for PlayStation. But yeah, a lot of people from that team came out and made Abzu. Very artistic game.
So you would imagine why it's one of those things I legitimately regret forgetting to play. It's gorgeous. Yeah. The art is so gorgeous. Oh my god! And I have a special affection for the ocean because it's so weird and it's the capability to be so scary but so beautiful at the same time. And to have that setting in a video game is just awesome for me personally. Yeah. Comparatively to Fat Kid Babyseat, our friend Fat Kid Babyseat, who hates underwater anything in any video games, he has such a horrible phobia of the ocean. Fun fact there. But yeah, just quick and easy, Abzu. It's a fun little artsy game, like a ocean exploration game that I really regret missing.
If you were interested in playing a game with the same kind of, I don't want to say consistency, but like the gameplay is a little bit lackluster, but the artistic flow of the game is there.
That'll be enough to keep me going, honestly.
Bound. I would try Bound.
I do have ballerina game.
Yes, I love it. I did mention it before. I think it's a beautiful game. I would definitely try it out.
And to make sure that we didn't miss the video where you mentioned Bound, you should probably turn on your notifications.
Oh yeah, we did. If you guys didn't see the video where we talked about Bound, I believe it was in honorable mentions.
It was.
Definitely go ahead and make sure you turn on notifications. And if you haven't seen that video in general, maybe I'll go ahead and put it up in the little eye over there. Probably not. I'll probably forget. Let's be honest. But okay, Abzu. Good choice. So for myself, another game that I'm pretty interested in, and a lot of people have been talking really well about this game. Like they really like it. For those that don't know, I'm not a huge. I mean, you should know because I've done a couple of videos about this, but I like Minecraft.
Druid knows,
but I don't love Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft is like a hangout game for me.
I love
Minecraft. Which I think I'm kind of over at this point. Like, I mean, I'll play Minecraft, like kind of jump in it if someone else wants me to, as long as they know I'm not going to try and like mine for them. I'm not doing that.
He doesn't like mining in Minecraft.
Right.
And so, you know how I know that? Because we just streamed it.
It's true. If you haven't seen the stream, you should check it out.
You should.
But there are games that are voxel-based, which are the cubes, right? So you break cubes and then you use those cubes to build. And there's a game called Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh.
Dragon Quest Builders is, again, it's a third-person voxel-based game with RPG elements. Dragon Quest, if you guys don't know what Dragon Quest is an old-time RPG, JRPG, and they've been using the license really well recently. They had Dragon Quest Heroes. Dragon Quest Heroes is like the Attack on Titan franchise, or the Attack on Titan game, right? Those I don't know what they're called. I forget the Dynasty Warriors.
Koei Tecmo.
Koei Tecmo. Yeah, Koei Tecmo games.
You Dragon Ball nerds have definitely seen this before. If you're seeing like these random RPGs, like these fantasy RPGs with Akira Toriyama's art style, the one the guy that wrote and drew Dragon Ball, it's it. So when I saw Dragon Quest Builders, I was like, Minecraft with Akira Toriyama's art sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
But it's one of those games I actually completely forgot its existence. But it's on Vita too, so I was like, it's like I don't see it.
It's got really good ratings. People really like it. It's not multiplayer, I don't believe. It's really just a single player, like play the experience, and it's more more story driven, more RPG elements. Yeah. There's a narrative of, I mean, there's always a narrative within Dragon's Quest.
Right.
And so build out your little town, have people come in and live in it, and also go out and attack.
Terraria to house NPCs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there are RPG elements in Terraria.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I like those types of games, which is why I liked Terraria, right?
Yeah.
Like I like Terraria and things like that.
Those are the one you definitely dumped more time in and actually minded build stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't mind, but I built.
You did, because when you got we waited because when you got drills, you're like,
it was easy. Yeah. So anyway, I like the game. I like Dragon Quest Builders. I have the demo. Maybe I can play the demo for you guys and show it to you. It was just a lot of money at the time. That's why I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
it was
super. Like it's like $50.
Yeah, which I think it warrants that price. I don't know. I haven't played it, but people have said it's worth the price. I just had a ton of games.
But juxtaposed to also the newer releases of these $60 games and the highlight games of the year, you're like, I don't know if I can warrant doing $50 for.
Yeah. It was just one of those games where I didn't want enough to dump in. And there's a couple other Dragon Quest titles, like, again, Dragon Quest Heroes. I wanted to go ahead and get that for around $20 or $15, and then play that, and then play this game. Again,
that's their, like, Dynasty Warriors thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, the Koei Tecmo.
Right.
Yeah. So, Dragon Quest Builders. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I, again, did not get to play it, but it's a game that I really hope I do get to play. If you guys have played it, let us know. If you guys played any of the games that we talked about, let us know in the comment section to tell us if it's really worth our time. Is it really worth the money? Is it on sale? Should we go ahead and try it out? And of course, what are games that you guys missed in 2016 just because due to time, school, money? So, what's your next game?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh, fun fact, before we actually talk about it, it was on sale recently, and I bought it. So I do have it. So we can play it. We can play it. It's $11. It was $11, so I was like, well, I think this is okay to buy.
And if there's anything you should know about us, we love Mirror's Edge.
I love Mirror's Edge.
We love Mirror's Edge. Like, I don't know what it is about how, like... Oh, wait, just a little, like, fun story, because I really don't have much to say other than, like, this is a sequel to a game that I really loved, and it's one of those things where I just wanted to, to buy it and play it to show the developers, like, yes, I like this thing, I want to have this thing continue being made. Asian protagonist, it's freaking awesome to me. But there was a song in Mirror's Edge, the original Mirror's Edge, like, and we were obsessed with that song for months.
So good. Lisa McCroskey or something? So good.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It just looks even more beautiful. It actually looks like there's a big emphasis on story where there wasn't really much of a great story.
It was a comic story, like kind of like Infamous, like where Infamous the original,
but at the same time.
Yeah, they just had comic strips to easily give narrative and then the gameplay. Wasn't bad. I think that kind of ambiguous story kind of helped for us to be able to say it was a good game. So I think we were able to be like, oh, like we can kind of superimpose like what we thought about the game into it, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like there's a super strong narrative that we agreed or disagreed with. It was soft enough for us to be able to kind of, I don't know, mess with. Yeah. I think I don't know why you didn't buy it. I mean, why didn't you grab it? Was it just pricing, timing?
It might have been timing. I really don't remember. But it's not like it's not something I'm disinterested in terms of mechanics or juxtaposed to other games. It's because also Dying Light 2 has first-person parkour that is amazing. So having that, like, it's a formula that was reminded to me again that this is a thing that works. This is a thing that's viable and fun to do.
First person parkour.
First person parkour, yes.
Agreed, yeah.
You're not smacking zombies with faith, although that would be
interesting.
Although that would be because I thought about the comment in the first game and I was like, which is you don't do that. But no, beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't buy it because of the ratings. And this is what was interesting.
I didn't see any of the ratings for this.
The ratings were low. The ratings weren't super low. But they were low enough for me to say, oh, I'll definitely buy this game because I love Mirror's Edge. But I'm not going to buy it at a $60 price tag.
Like 60s?
Yeah, I think it was 60s, maybe very low 70s. Sure. I mean, we can... Yeah, why not?
Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
But it was definitely one of those games where it was like, oh, like, these are pretty low, so I don't really want to invest into the game. Yeah,
74.
74 Metacritic rating. Scroll down a little bit.
The user score is 4.4.
Well, I don't know if it's above average. I think... I'm like 5 isn't an average score, right? Like 5 is saying it's okay, but we know that that's not exactly what ratings mean.
Where am I scrolling down?
So no, that was fine. Scroll up a little bit more. Yeah. So like there were no super negative reviews, which is why I didn't say no, I'm not going to buy the game. But a lot of the reviews were mixed. A lot of it was like, yeah, like maybe this is a good game, right. and the really high scores like weren't by super reputable places, and so I was just like, I think I'm going to give this a wait. And a lot of the user scores were very low. And the user scores matter for Mirror's Edge because it was a niche audience.
So these are the people that are buying it and playing it because they probably played the first one, so they have more context. And
yep, that's why I waited. I was like, all right, I'll wait for the game to be $15. Bam, $11, bought it. So let us know if you guys played Mirror's Edge. I'd love to know that. That's a big one. But yeah. Mirror's Edge. Cool.
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Great game to miss.
Yeah. I mean, a great choice to take a look at for 2017, right?
Yeah.
These are all games we'll hopefully take a look at in 2017 early to like show you guys what's going on. We'll see. This game is obviously one that I missed and I'm upset about, and I know that you're pretty excited for me to actually play it. Many people on many people's Game of the Year list. If it's on our Game of the Year's list, you would know by maybe watching that video. Top 10 games of the year.
But how am I guaranteed to even know when it comes out?
Yeah, good question. I mean, maybe if you click the notification button next to the subscribe button, it's a little bell.
It's a bell.
Yeah, and you'll just get it right on your phone. It's not even like, it's just a little push notification.
On my phone?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Whoa.
Pretty nice. So, Doom. Doom is an incredible game. So many people have talked lots about it. If you want to learn more about Doom, I'm honestly not even really going to talk much more about it. Again, I would go ahead and watch maybe our top 10. Little hint. If you want to learn a little bit more about Doom, go ahead and check out our top 10 games 2016. Hint. But Doom, definitely want to play that game. I've been pretty excited about it just because I haven't played a single player shooter in a while that is good.
Right.
I mean, not good, great.
Right.
Wolfenstein was good. It was a good game. Kind of bothered me. I couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish it. I re-downloaded it. Yeah, I re-downloaded it to finish it. But I didn't finish it. And I don't know. It didn't speak to me. Doom, people are raving about. People liked Wolfenstein. I think that's why I didn't play it as much because I didn't love it. But
Wolfenstein for me was also one of those games where you put it down for a while because maybe something else came out and you can't pick this back up. Because at the time of the game, you have to learn, like, you already know, like, the certain set of skills. The game's much harder. You have certain weapons. You're like, I don't know what any of this is anymore.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, because, like, I play stealth. So I tried to play stealth throughout the game the majority of the time.
Emphasis on stealth, and in Doom you just rip people's.
I mean, you can play guns blazing.
Right.
And I like the idea of Wolfenstein. Maybe it was the polish or something like that. But Doom, very excited for. I'm going to try and beat some of my older games like Wolfenstein, like Far Cry 4, games like that, to see if, am I really interested in a single player game like that? And then I'm probably going to dive into Doom. So,
yeah.
Like I said, not going to talk too much more about that. If you're interested in learning more, definitely go ahead and check out our top 10 games for 2016. Peaches.
My next one is another artsy-fartsy indie game, which is Firewatch. People have been just talking about this game, praising this thing, Hell and High Water. And this is just a beautiful
Hell and High Water,
beautiful walking simulator.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just there are times, just like with Abzu, these are games where I'm in the mood to just sit down and absorb a narrative, and usually I have Telltale games for that. But when it comes to the Telltale properties that came out, I really just wasn't interested, or something else came out at the time. So to have these nice little artsy fartsy concise narratives where I can be oh look at the colors, so good, and just have a story told to me. Mm-hmm. This definitely took precedence of Regret over Abzu.
Okay.
And plus, this was just talked up. You gotta play this game like a pirate.
Yeah, Firewatch definitely on my list as well. Not on my list to need to play, but it's a wish. It's on my list of would be nice to play. You know what I mean? Sure. Doom is a need to play. I need to play that game.
That is a need to play, yeah.
Firewatch is definitely if it's on sale, which it's been on sale a lot recently, so it might even be on sale right now. But one of those games where once it hits a point of I was gonna buy a sandwich today, screw it. I'll just eat my leftovers. That's definitely one of those games.
Yeah.
So Firewatch, I would be excited to if you buy it, let me know. If it's on sale, which I think it might be on sale. Good choice. I like the idea of being able to. We actually just talked about this for a specific game. We talked a little bit about how the dialogue in games is fairly important. Especially when you choose Firewatch, every choice you make in the dialogue seems to make a difference.
Right.
So I'm excited to see kind of how that goes. All right. Next game. These next three games are all games that I've talked about at length. And this one is probably, I think, the most interesting. And I say the most interesting because we had major gripes with the first one. This is Watch Dogs 2.
It's practically cliche to crap on the first one at this point through games media.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop.
Watch Dogs 1 was just a really big issue for us. But Watch Dogs 2 apparently has really worked on those things.
Yeah.
I love sequels. I know people hate sequels sometimes. I love sequels. If a sequel is good, I mention this all the time. Darksiders to Darksiders 2, one of my favorite sequels. Borderlands to Borderlands 2, one of my actually, it might be my favorite sequel. And Watch Dogs to Watch Dogs 2, it seems like they really have made a lot of changes. It seems like the way you can play,
it feels like the changes have been catered specifically to you and me.
Yeah, it's like, what did you have a problem with the game, Chaingear? And I was like, everything. And they're like, okay, well, let's just change it all. And it's like, all right, cool. I think, the narrative's a lot better. I think, the characters seem to be a lot better overall.
The second you put any sort of minority protagonist in, me and Chaingear are like,
definitely automatically more interesting to me in general. But I think the gameplay was really the biggest issue. And Aiden Pierce as a character in the first one, you could have added another white character and that's fine, but just one that's more interesting. And so to really just be okay, we're just going to do the opposite of this character. Worked out
Black and interesting.
Yeah, really, really well. So I'm really excited to play that game. Really excited to sink my teeth into it. It is on sale.
Yeah,
it's $30-some.
It's $40 for the deluxe edition.
I believe it's. Oh yeah.
But a Ubisoft deluxe edition means what exactly?
All the DLC.
Okay.
Yeah, all the DLC.
Because with EA, deluxe edition means you get some stuff, but not all the stuff.
Yeah, I don't trust I don't trust EA until their games are $20, and their full versions are $20. That's why I don't buy EA games. So I don't do it. But Ubisoft games, I do trust their, big packages and stuff like that. So I'm excited to grab that game for sure. I don't know if I'm going to grab it right now, even though it is at a good price point.
Maybe I will.
It's just, hey, go for it. I think the pricing is still high enough that if I buy it now, I won't have the time to play it.
But is the regular edition on sale?
Yeah, both are on sale. Both are on sale. I never buy the regular edition of a game that is going to go on sale. Because if I'm gonna like it, I'm probably gonna want to play the DLC, and I might as well grab the DLC. Because if it's right now, let's say the base game is $30, and then the big game is $40. If it drops, if the big full edition drops to $30, I'll just buy the full edition, right? Otherwise, I'll have to buy the season pass, which is gonna be $20, and so then I just spend a whole bunch of money again.
Yeah.
So I always wait. If there's a lot of games on my plate, which there's always a lot of games on my plate.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2, like, just because it's on my list, too, of, it was just poking me in the back of the head. Yeah. Because I secretly promised myself that I'll never buy a Ubisoft game at full price, like, again.
I remember that.
So it's one of those things where it's like, well, Ubisoft was like, it's not anymore. You should probably pick up Watch Dogs 2, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe. I just got Titanfall 2. So.
Watch Dogs 2.
You missed it. XCOM 2. We'd love the first XCOM.
Yeah, XCOM 1 was great. Didn't beat it.
No.
But I loved it.
We did not beat it.
Nah.
Oh my god, did we not beat it.
No.
Holy crap, did we not beat it. But it beat us a lot with a stick. And it called us really, really, really mean things.
Yeah.
Ow. So, but I'm on a big RPG kick right now. Or rather, not kick, but enthusiastic about RPGs right now. Just because I fell in love with Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
Which was my runner-up for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, if you wanted to learn more about that, definitely make sure you check out that video. Maybe in the eye somewhere. Anyway.
Yeah, so, like, with XCOM 2, it's a sequel to a game that I really loved, but hated me, which is often a tradition for these kinds of, for these types of games.
Yeah.
But I'm seriously in the mood for something tactical, something choosy. And overall, it's just nice to be... It's a nice game to sit down with a plate of food, you know what I mean? You have food in front of you, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna move this guy, I'm gonna see how the turn plays out, and you just eat.
It's a tactics game.
Yeah.
It's a tactics game. If you guys have ever played Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics,
yes.
If you guys have ever played XCOM 1, or any of those style, grid-based tactics games, I really, really liked XCOM 1. The only reason I actually stopped playing it was because it was on PlayStation 3 when I was playing it, and my PlayStation 3 died. And I had to fix it, and then when I fixed it, all of my memory was gone, and I just didn't want to play it anymore.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I got really I always get attached to all my characters, and I was like, I'm done, I'm out of here.
The thing that you should never do, which I do, is that, like, in XCOM, I name and design my characters around my friends. So I was like, well, Chaingear died trying to restart this mission. Darkest Dungeon doesn't let you do that, so I stopped naming them.
Yeah, bad idea.
I think there's a bird or something outside the window.
Yeah, there's a bird that lives in the thing I mentioned before. For all those that don't know what's going on.
Oh my god!
Just don't even worry.
I miss XCOM 2. Apparently it's an amazing game, and I love how they were like, this game's never gonna come to console. This game is too badass to be on console. You guys want it on console? That's fine, we'll do it. And
yeah. Basically, they said that the game would never come on console because it was too hard. Like, too hard to put on the console.
Uh-huh.
And then they put it on the console. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But
good job.
Yeah. The reason I didn't get that game, I don't know about you, but again, it was just long. I know the game is long. I know the game is going to cost me lots of hours. I know I have to sit down and play the game. And like I could play
just
one
intimidated
mission.
by that commitment.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have. I don't have the time. I mean, not intimidated. It was more just I don't have the time. I can't.
I'm not scared of XCOM 2.
I mean, I just don't have the time. I mean, it's going to cost me 60 hours. I don't have 60 hours. I mean, I play maybe 1 hour a week on average. Meaning there are tons of weeks where I don't play anything. And I just don't have 60 hours to spend.
We're really going to take advantage of vacation.
Yeah, which is coming to a close already. So hopefully we can get some of these games out of the way. But yeah, XCOM 2, great game. Definitely try it out if you have the time. And if you guys have played it, let us know how you feel about it. Getting close to some of our last games. This next one is a big one for me. Definitely a big one for me. I was really, really excited for it.
Because we love the first game.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the ratings that came out. The ratings were really high for this game. Yeah. And I just didn't buy it because I just didn't have the time. But not a game that I will be shying away from buying once I beat the other games. I don't care what the price is. I just want to get it. Granted, if there is DLC, then I will wait for a full edition to come out. But Dishonored 2. I loved Dishonored 1.
Yeah,
it had some problems, but I loved it. I didn't care. This is what I love about being, what do we call ourselves? Critical, optimists. Yeah. Very optimistic about games. Dishonored 1 I had some big problems with. But I was optimistic.
I remember you had so many problems and stuff when you were playing it, when you were originally playing it.
Yeah.
And so seeing how you talk about it now, this is definitely a game that resonated with you with, like, it had fondness over time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, first of all, I beat it.
Yes, you did.
I beat the game. The first one.
You don't beat games.
Right. So I knew I liked it. But there was also an issue. We actually talked about this on a podcast. And it was hypes, video game hype. And I had talked specifically about Dishonored 1. I had pre-ordered this game right when day one games were a thing on PlayStation. So, like, 12 o'clock hit, and the game had already been downloaded, and I didn't play it.
Yeah.
Instead, I waited, and I waited so long that at some point the hype had already gone.
I beat it twice before you did.
Yeah, the hype had already been gone, and I then decided to sit down and play it, and...
Yeah.
I just didn't care about the game that much anymore. But then I did enjoy it, but I was so critical at the game because I had already known about it. Comparatively to a game like Destiny, where I loved it right off the bat because I played the alpha, I played the beta, and then I played it at 12 o'clock when it launched.
Yes.
And so, yeah, Dishonored 2, I'd like to get it sooner than later so I don't have the same issue. The hype is still very real for me there.
Wow.
But I cannot wait. And the ratings were just so good. They were like, there are some things I'm a little concerned about, like, it's not that different from the first game.
Uh-huh.
So I am a little concerned about that.
But then when you think about it, the core formula was so good and stuff.
Yeah, the core formula was really good. My biggest issue with the game, as you remember, I'm sure, was the fact that they're just, I love playing the most, the most heroic way possible, and it just wasn't fun.
Yeah, Metal Gear has told me, it's like, why don't you take the non-lethal option there, buddy boy?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, sir, I will.
And it's fun. It's fun. Like, I love playing Metal Gear.
really doesn't want you to.
Yeah, Dishonored's like, please kill them all. And it's like, okay, sure. And then, like, the game gives you a crappy ending.
We spent so many hours making the animation of rats eating people.
Yeah.
You have to do it. Like, I don't want to, though.
And there was
But
even
you give us multiple endings too, which is like
they had upgrade trees that if you upgraded, like for example, there was Wind Blast, which would push people out of the way. But if you leveled it up like up to the final form, it would kill people. You would throw someone into a wall and they would splatter. And it's like, what? Which means I'll just never upgrade this? Oh, it was stupid. I didn't like it. So I'm hoping that they tweak some of those things. They have already been adding in lots of patches. So they have a New Game Plus, which they did not have in Dishonored 1. Which means, and you can actually use all of the abilities of a specific character for the other character. So if I play as Emily, the main character, or one of the main characters, you can actually then take Corvo's powers.
Oh, that's so
for the
awesome!
New Game Plus. I probably won't do that, but maybe my third playthrough, you just never
Has the game ever done that?
I don't know. The New Game Plus has definitely happened, but being able to just take the powers of the other character. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I was able to choose a character in a game. To be
For me, it was Syndicate.
Syndicate?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh. So there is a game called Syndicate on PlayStation 3.
It immediately hit me. But with that, I was like, when it came to that game, I wonder if I'm going to feel this certain way with Dishonored 2, in the sense that Assassin's Creed Syndicate had two protagonists, and only one of them was interesting. And the other was a regular, white, brown-haired, boring Ezio clone that I didn't give a crap about, and whose skills I didn't care about. While the female protagonist had so much emphasis on stealth gameplay, and she had all this ambition and cunning and three-dimensionality and stuff like that. So, Corvo didn't necessarily have a voice, not necessarily, he didn't have a voice in the first game.
True.
But he's voiced by the thief guy.
I don't remember.
He's like, hey, welcome to the Riverwood Trader. That very famous voice actor.
Yeah, that guy.
But it's a thief reference, obviously.
That guy.
But anyway, so I wonder what he's going to actually be like. I wonder what Emily's going to be like.
Yeah.
So on a story perspective and on that loop of like, I really hope you actually let me be like nice and stealthy. Like, I'm glad you put it on your list.
Dishonored 2.
Because I forgot about it.
We're excited for it.
Yeah.
Let you know when we play it. It will probably be a review or something like that. Maybe I'll just stream it, something like that. Peaches.
Want to talk about another stealth game?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so we have a minority opinion on this one. We really like Hitman Absolution.
True.
We liked it a lot. But that's because we didn't play the other Hitmans.
Yeah, that's true.
We did not.
Well, I thought you played them. I thought you played Blood Money.
No.
Interesting. I have played Blood Money. I did play Blood Money.
I didn't play Blood Money.
Yeah, so I played Blood Money, but we played Absolution.
If I said I played the old Hitmans, I was probably lying.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I was like, oh yeah, I totally played the other one, sure. So, Hitman, the first season is now like about as a collection, a full $60 thing. Or it might be on sale.
Oh, it was on sale.
But Hitman Absolution was one of those...
And I bought it. No,
Yeah?
I'm just kidding. I didn't buy it. But I almost did. It's $30 for the whole first season.
Yo!
But not out there.
Because Hitman Absolution was one of those games where, like, you obsess over singular separate missions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have this big playground for, like, okay, kill the guy. How? I don't know, you figure it out. Okay, sure. The beta rubbed me the wrong way. It was a little stickier than, like, I didn't remember Hitman Absolution being so sticky.
For the original.
For the
new one. For the
new one, yes.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just like, this feels really weird to me. I don't know what's going on here. But also, the idea of having Hitman in Agent 47 in his prime.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, having the, like, Hitman has the perfect episodic structure, which we later were like, oh, this game's going to be released episodically. But then I thought about it, and it's just perfect. Here, we're going to release a level for Agent 47 to go to, and we're just going to keep making stuff forever. So, sure. Awesome. That structure for, like, assassinations and stuff, that's awesome. I just love this kind of game of, you know me, experimenting, like dicking around, going around and poking different bits and see what they do to the AI and stuff. And now that it's on sale, I don't really see I have an excuse anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I remember
For some reason I love Agent 47.
I remember when we first saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like... I mean, I don't know. We had like some weird thing going on we played Absolution. We really liked it. And Absolution really is a different kind of game. It's all very linear.
You know that we love characters when we impersonate them all the time? And
yeah.
I can't. I don't
Diana
remember.
Badwood.
Oh yeah, Diana Badwood.
Yeah. I mean, I just love... I don't know. I think it's because Hitman is very silent. Even though he does talk every once in a while. Again, you can kind of personify yourself on him a little bit.
That's not the case anymore. I was about to say Snake, but not necessarily anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I still think you can. I think you can. I mean, you play as him a lot, and he's still fairly silent.
Yeah.
And I think silent enough that I can continually put myself onto Hitman.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just really got into the story for some reason, and playing...
That's cool.
Yeah. Playing Blood Money, and like, which I would recommend trying at least a little bit. It's very old at this point.
Now, so.
Yeah. I have it. I mean, or at least I had it for PS3. But yeah, good game. And being able to get back to the roots of, okay, here's a huge open world, like open map, which is not the case for Absolution. Absolution was like, do this, like it was still open, but it was like go through this floor, now go through this floor, now go through this floor.
Okay.
Where comparatively, here's a giant map, here's a giant building, here's a whole nother part of the building, like go in and out, do whatever you want. That is a way more interesting.
Super Bunny Hop did a video about this is the best James Bond game never made.
I can see that.
So, like, I'll probably link you to the video. It's a super, super interesting analysis. So. But yeah, Hitman, the first season, is something that I really missed.
Good. I like that one. That's good. All right. Here's probably my most... This is... I don't know if this is the... I bought this game. So first of all, I just recently bought it, but I didn't play it in 2016. I probably will not get to it in 2016. It'll probably be what I start 2017 with. And this game I've been super hyped for 12 years. So if you can't already figure out what it is...
Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Farming Simulator 2016. No, I'm just kidding.
Double jokes!
It is Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, yeah.
I have been craving this game. I wanted it at release.
It.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted this game. I've been following it for a long time.
Yes.
Shout out to Yang Ye for
following it for a long time is an understatement.
Yeah. I mean, 12 years. I mean, shout out to Yang Ye for being able to, kind of being able to rewatch all of how the game was, going throughout those years. Yes. I really, really have to kind of quote you, a special affection for this game. I just love it. I just always wanted to play it. The ratings have been good.
Yeah.
And they just keep patching the game. And I knew not to buy it. I'll be honest, I knew not to buy it. I knew not to buy it at the full price. Same way as I knew I didn't want to buy The Last Guardian full price.
But Amazon knocked that stuff down to $30.
Yeah. It was on sale. It was on sale recently for $35. And I was like, oh, sure, I'll definitely buy it for half off. They've already patched the game for, again, a new game plus, some other things.
Changing story stuff, too.
Yeah, they changed a couple story things, which is another reason why I was like, I'm not buying this game yet. Let me just give it some time. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of, at this point, I'm a big fan of being able to wait, being patient. I probably will never buy a game.
Did you know that you can do that, by the way, that you're allowed to miss games and be patient?
You can wait. You can wait for a game to launch and then just buy it later.
We don't pre-order games. We don't feel inclined to.
Yeah,
we may on occasion.
I do pre-order games, but I definitely don't feel inclined to.
Yeah,
that is definitely.
That's why I corrected myself.
Definitely. Actually, there's a video coming out, and if you want to know when it comes out, definitely hit the little notification button down below next to the subscribe button. It's a little bell.
The best thing that you can do to close off your year.
Definitely. If you check out this video, it's most anticipated games for 2017. That'll be released on New Year's. I really want to promise you that. And a lot of those games I probably will not pre-order. Some of them I will probably get enticed to do it, but I probably will not pre-order.
A lot of these I'm really enticed to do it.
Yeah, but I probably will not because we don't know. We don't know.
Reviews are nice.
Yeah, exactly. Reviews are nice. And whether you agree with it or not, sometimes it's just better to just wait and see if the game, comes out with DLC or things like that. But anyway, Final Fantasy 15, I'm so excited to play the game. And I just can't wait. I can't wait. So I'm really glad that I got it. I'm really glad that I got it. And I can't wait to just jump into it in 2017 with that game being my primary single player game and then just start playing, play my online games.
It's so great to actually just have your own solo single player experience.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really important for gamers in general.
Definitely.
I'm gonna keep this one brief. Titanfall 2, I got it, I almost beat it, and it's really good. Oh my god.
If you want to learn more about Titanfall 2, definitely go ahead and check out. I won't spoil where it is.
It's not really yellow in here.
But, it's the screen actually. Oh. The screen turns yellow. It changes, it's an application called Flux.
Oh.
I don't get paid to say this, but it's a really cool application called Flux.
Flux.
Yeah, check it out.
FLUX.
So anyway, so this game definitely on our top on my, obviously not yours, my top games of 2016. I won't tell you where it is, but if you're interested, definitely check it out. If you want to learn more about Titanfall 2, definitely check it out there. We'll probably be streaming some online gameplay of it soon. Maybe, we both have it now. You're about to beat it, so
I'm about to beat it.
But
how will they know when the stream comes out?
Oh, definitely notifications. Mm-hmm. All right. Is there any other games that you want to talk about?
One last one.
Okay.
And this, I don't know why I didn't do this because this company hands you platinum trophies on a silver platter.
Oh, I know what this is.
Batman, the Telltale series.
I'm upset that you didn't get them.
I'm
really upset, actually.
Batman. I love Batman.
It's true.
I love him.
It's true.
So much.
Oh, okay.
I've been in a committed relationship with Batman.
Well, obviously it wasn't that committed.
No. Which is actually a reflection of his relationships in general. I love Telltale games because they're fun, they're great stories, they're simple to play, and they give you platinum trophies at the end of every one. Except for Walking Dead Season 2, because apparently you hate me, Telltale.
God. Yeah, you didn't make it easy.
Wolf Among Us gave me a platinum trophy, though, so thank you. But Batman, I freaking love Batman. I know way too much about Batman. And Telltale was like, we have a Batman game. And I was like, oh, really?
We played the first one.
We played the first one, and we loved the first episode.
There was a video going to come out, but for some reason the video was really poor, like cut clipping and things like that. But maybe we can get another. We had a review and everything for it. It was really, really good. But I wasn't able to put it together. But I don't like Telltale games.
No,
I really dislike playing them. I loved watching you play that game.
Yeah,
I honestly, we haven't even really found a game for us to kind of sit down and just play. And Telltale's game, you came over, we played it, and it was awesome. I just loved it. I thought it was really great.
We felt that Batman hype after too.
Yeah,
it was one of those things where like you and I are very similar to how we view our Batman. So being able to make those choices together, or like setting it, like taking the story way too seriously, like we always do for every single game, being like, oh, what should we do? What's going on with this story? Like, who the hell is this character? Like, Troy Baker is Batman again. Why? But my only criticism for the game is Troy. Why are you Batman? Okay.
So why didn't you buy the other games?
I forgot. Forgot about this.
Forgot.
Oh, yeah. So much came out. So it's like, either way, it's a collection that will always stay $20.
True.
But even then, that's kind of like worsening the thing. It's like, it's always been $20. Why don't you just get it?
Yeah. Good point. You'll probably see it. You'll probably, hopefully see, maybe not a stream, but maybe like a review of it. Just talking over some gameplay about how we like the game, because it was good. It was good.
Yes.
And people have been talking about the full series being very good.
Yeah.
So I can say the only gripe I had with it was the fact that, again, it's still the same engine and it still has a whole bunch of bugs.
What the hell? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, forget the Troy Baker thing. Can we replace that with like these weird frame rate dips?
Yeah.
I put my hand up on your hip
when the frame dips.
Yeah, so can you
we can save it for a review.
Okay.
We can save it for a review, but there are definitely some issues with it. Not a perfect
your
game.
engine. If I play Walking Dead Season 3 and Clementine is doing this thing, I'm going to be very disgruntled.
If Clementine was a clicker. From Last of Us. What? All right, I've got one more. I'm kind of cheating here. It's really two more. But I wanted to mention these games because I wanted to go into 2017 with an idea. For you guys, and for us. It's actually, as you had mentioned, these games, you can wait. You can wait for games.
You're allowed to wait.
Don't pre-order them right off the bat unless you've done some research, unless there's some previews, unless there are early reviews.
What a time we live in to have all those things.
Yeah. Granted, it might be changing soon. But I would recommend you wait. The reason is because there were two games I was very excited for. One game I actually mentioned last year on our most anticipated games video.
Yeah.
I mentioned it being my most anticipated game. Like my number one most anticipated game. The other one was a very highly anticipated game for myself and my old roommate Thomas, the king of RPGs. And it was tough. It was really, really tough to see these games fail. The first one being the one that myself and my old roommate were really excited about, because less of you will probably know it, and that's Star Ocean. The new Star Ocean game, which is Integrity and Faithlessness, was not good.
Really?
It was not good.
Was it bad?
It was bad.
Why was it bad?
I had so many reasons. Okay. Just so many reasons. It's one of those RPGs that hadn't been out in a long time, and the developer was like, "Oh, we're going to make this work, right? We're going to listen to the feedback and we're going to change things." The game was gorgeous.
58 on Metacritic.
Everything else down the hole.
Mostly mixed reviews.
Mostly mixed, but there were definitely negative reviews. Very little positive reviews.
50 mixed reviews.
It was, and again, the mixed ones and the positive ones were probably just really people that really wanted to see. And I don't mean to tell people what, I don't know. I don't want to persuade you guys, but I'm assuming that the reason that those reviews were positive at all were just because
they love Star Ocean.
They wanted to love Star Ocean. It was so unfortunate. I really wanted to get this game. It's an action RPG, so I was really excited, and it just didn't do well. And another game that I wanted to mention was Tom Clancy's Division. And Tom Clancy's The Division. That's debatable.
Oh.
It's interesting. I'm actually really glad. I'm happy about this game for one major reason, and it's that they felt so confident that they let us play an open beta. And thank God they did, because I then did not buy the game.
Yep, so that was exactly me. For where some people were like, "Oh, this is it," I was like, "Oh my God." If I had no interest in the Division now, whatever inkling of possible interest I had just went gone.
Yeah. I was really excited for the game. I love third-person shooters. I love tactical. I love loot. It just seemed like it was going to make a lot of sense, and the execution was just not there. I did hear that it was better, and it seems like the reason it's better is because they added a survival mode. And it's like, why didn't you just add a survival mode at the beginning? I don't know. I had a lot of issues. I'm not saying that, you can develop things later in a game, but, I'm not going to buy the game for the survival mode. I'm just not going to do it. So, unfortunately, the game wasn't good enough for me. And so I didn't buy it. But these are 2 games that I missed on purpose. And again, I wanted to just kind of end this out, not on a bad note or a sad note or anything like that. There are a lot of games that we talked about. The majority, all of the games we really talked about, besides these 2, are games that we're really excited for either the end of 2016 or the start of 2017.
Yes.
We're probably going to buy these games when they're on sale. We're probably going to play them and show you guys, talk to you guys a little bit about them. But I just wanted to, again, leave you guys on a note of wait for games you're not so sure about. Or even games you're really excited about. Both of these games I was so excited about. Probably would have pre-ordered them if I didn't know enough about them. And then I would have lost $120 because I would have paid $60 for each one. Or I would have tried to get the unlimited collection or whatever, or the gold edition. And I would have spent $120 on the one game. You know, and it's just not worth it, guys. Like,
it's okay to miss out on something that you're unsure about and not be a part of that conversation.
Agreed.
And be satisfied that you missed out on something mediocre and then spend that time and investment earlier on a game that has some early reviews.
Yeah.
Some nice high 70s, 80s.
You can always buy the game a day later.
Did you know that?
You can always just wait. I know you might think you're missing out on a little bit of something, but you're probably not.
No.
You're probably not. So
Almost guaranteed or not.
That's basically all I wanted to say, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. We talked about a lot. Talked about a lot of games that we missed and that we wish we could have played. There are a lot of videos still to come. Yes. Next year is going to be very interesting. I'll be drafting up kind of a plan of what's to come for 2017 for Chaingear Gaming. A light plan. There are lots of things changing in my life personally. So we'll see kind of how content comes through. But again,
I'll be around for a whole month.
The next video coming out is our most anticipated games. So definitely, I'm really excited for the video. I'd love to kind of talk to you guys about what your most anticipated games are.
It's like one big hype train video.
Yeah. So let us know in the comment section, what games did you miss? And then in the comment section of our next video, tell us what your most anticipated games are. But for now, let us know what games did you miss for 2016. That's basically it. So like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe, turn notifications on, share for more awesome Chaingear gaming goodness, and some more GearCast content, which has been missing recently. So I hope you guys are enjoying this content, and hope to see you guys online, streaming, because we'll be streaming very soon, and of course, in our next video. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye!